Welcome to Dreams at Night. The village of Eldermore was small, quiet, and almost forgotten by time. It lay between dry hills and a dark forest where people rarely went. Most villagers believed nothing important could ever come from a place like this. Except Sioyuna. Sioyuna, 16 years old, was slim, sharp-eyed, with long black hair that reflected moonlight in a strange, soft glow. She lived in a small wooden house at the edge of the village. Her parents had died when she was very young, so she grew up under the care of an old woman everyone called Halmiani Unsuk. Yuna's life was simple: feeding animals, fetching water, helping farmers, and every evening, sitting alone near the forest edge, staring at the sky. She loved the stars. Since childhood, Yuna had been haunted by strange dreams. In her dreams, she stood before a massive crystal palace, broken and dark. A silver crown floated above her head, shining like a fallen star. Soft voices whispered her name again and again. Sioyuna, come home. Whenever she woke up, her heart raced and her palms glowed faintly for a few seconds. She never told anyone. In Eldermore, people feared anything unusual. One evening, during a village festival, everything changed. As drums beat and lanterns lit the streets, Yuna suddenly felt dizzy. The stars above the village shifted, forming a pattern she had seen in her dreams. A symbol burned into her vision, a seven-pointed star. She collapsed. When she opened her eyes, she was lying inside her house. Halmiani Unsuk sat beside her, her face pale and shaking. You saw it, didn't you? The old woman whispered. Yuna slowly sat up. Saw what? The star mark, Unsuk said quietly. I prayed this day would never come. That night, Unsuk revealed a truth hidden for 16 years. Long ago, there existed a powerful realm known as the Star Kingdom, a land ruled by wisdom and balance. Its royal bloodline was known as the Bayalborn, humans connected directly to the stars. But the kingdom fell. A dark curse swallowed it whole, erasing it from history. The royal family was hunted down. Only one infant survived. That infant was Sioyuna. They tried to kill you, Unsuk said, tears falling. But the stars protected you. I carried you away and hid you here. Yuna's hands trembled. I'm just a village girl, she whispered. This isn't possible. Before Unsuk could answer, a sudden cold wind rushed through the room. The lantern flames turned blue. A tall man appeared near the doorway, dressed in dark robes, silver eyes glowing softly. I searched 16 years for her, he said calmly. The star heir. Yuna froze. The man introduced himself as Kong Ji-hwan, a watcher of the old realms, bound to protect forgotten kingdoms. The curse is weakening, Ji-hwan said. Dark forces are waking. If Sioyuna does not rise, this world will suffer. Anger burned in Yuna's chest. I never asked for this fate. Ji-hwan looked at her steadily. Fate never asks. It only waits. That night, Yuna followed Ji-hwan to the forest edge. He raised his hand, and the trees parted, revealing a hidden stone altar covered in glowing runes. As Yuna stepped forward, the altar reacted. Light burst from the stone, wrapping around her like fire that did not burn. A glowing symbol appeared on her wrist, the star seal. Ji-hwan dropped to one knee. The lost crown responds only to you, he said. You are not merely a survivor. You are the key. From deep within the forest, unseen eyes watched. Dark figures whispered among themselves. The heir has awakened. Yuna lifted her gaze to the stars, fear and wonder mixing in her heart. Her quiet life had ended. A journey she never chose had begun. And somewhere beyond the forest, a broken kingdom waited for its queen. The forest beyond Eldermore was not like any ordinary forest. As Sioyuna stepped past the last village tree, the air changed. It felt heavier, colder, as if the land itself was watching her. The moonlight barely reached the ground, and shadows moved in ways that felt alive. You are crossing a boundary, Kang Ji-hwan said quietly as he walked ahead. Once crossed, there is no turning back. Yuna clenched her fists. I already left my old life behind. They walked for hours. Suddenly, the star seal on Yuna's wrist began to burn softly. Jihuan stopped. We're not alone. Before Yuna could speak, the ground shook. Dark figures rose from between the trees, shadow beasts, creatures formed of smoke and bone, with glowing red eyes. Run, Jihuan shouted. But Yuna couldn't move. One of the beasts lunged at her. Instinct took over. The star seal flared bright silver. A wave of light burst from Yuna's body, throwing the creatures back. The forest echoed with their screeches. Yuna fell to her knees, breathing hard. Jihuan stared at her in shock. You released raw star energy, without training. I didn't think, Yuna whispered. It just happened. Jihuan helped her up. That means the crown is closer than we thought. They reached an abandoned stone bridge by dawn. There, someone was already waiting. A tall young man leaned against a broken pillar, sword resting on his shoulder. His eyes were sharp, calm, and calculating. Watcher Jihuan, he said. You're late. Jihuan stiffened. Back Minjae, still alive. Minjae smirked. Disappointed. Minjae was 27 years old, a former royal guard of the Star Kingdom. When the kingdom fell, he vanished, rumored to have betrayed the crown. Yuna looked between them. Who is he? A man I don't trust, Jihuan replied. Minjae stepped closer to Yuna, studying her wrist. So this is the star heir, he said softly. She looks human. Yuna met his gaze. So do you. Before tension could rise further, arrows flew from the trees. Minjae reacted instantly, pulling Yuna behind him as steel clashed against steel. Hooded attackers emerged, Black Veil assassins, servants of the ancient curse. Seems we're on the same side today, Minjae said dryly. The fight was brutal. Jihuan's magic tore through shadows. Minjae moved like a storm, sword flashing. But one assassin broke through and struck Yuna across the shoulder. She cried out. Blood hit the ground. The forest went silent. Yuna screamed not in pain, but in rage. The stars above answered. Light poured from the sky, striking her body. Her wound sealed instantly. Her eyes glowed silver. The assassins fell to their knees, crushed by invisible force. Minjae froze. She's awakening faster than expected. After the battle, they rested near the bridge. Yuna felt weak, drained. Jihuan spoke gently. Using star power without control will destroy you. Minjae sat beside the fire, sharpening his blade. That power will also make her a target. Yuna finally asked the question burning inside her. Why are they hunting me? Jihuan exchanged a glance with Minjae. Because the one who cursed the Star Kingdom still lives, Jihuan said. He calls himself the Eclipse King. Minjae's jaw tightened. He was once the greatest general of the Star Kingdom. He wanted the throne and failed. He now rules the shadows, Jihuan continued. If you take the crown, his existence ends. Silence fell. Yuna stared at the fire. So this isn't about saving a kingdom. Minjae looked at her seriously. It's about ending a war that never truly ended. That night, Yuna dreamed again. She stood inside the Crystal Palace, now brighter. A throne stood before her. A broken crown hovered above it. A voice echoed, calm, powerful. Only through loss will you rule. Only through pain will you shine. She woke up screaming. Minjae was already awake, watching the forest. They'll come again, he said. Yuna stood slowly, gripping her wrist where the star seal glowed faintly. Then let them come. Her fear was still there, but something else had awakened. Resolve. Far away, inside a throne of darkness, the Eclipse King opened his eyes. So, he whispered, smiling. My little star has finally risen. Seo Yuna stopped at the edge of the ruins. This place, she whispered. It feels like it remembers me. Kong Jihuan nodded. The kingdom recognizes its blood. Baek Minjae said nothing. His hand never left his sword. As they stepped inside the ruins, the star seal on Yuna's wrist burned brighter than ever. A path of light formed beneath her feet, guiding her forward, straight to the heart of the fallen palace. The throne hall. At the center stood the broken star throne. Above it floated the shattered crown, cracked into 3 pieces, slowly rotating. Before Yuna could move closer. Clap, clap, clap. A slow applause echoed through the hall. From the shadows emerged a tall figure in black armor, his presence crushing. His eyes glowed dark gold. The Eclipse King. "So this is the child who survived," he said calmly. "You look nothing like a ruler." Yuna felt fear, but she didn't step back. "You destroyed this kingdom." The Eclipse King smiled. "No, I freed it from weak rulers." Ji Huan stepped forward. "You betrayed your oath." "I evolved," the Eclipse King replied. "And you stayed servants." Suddenly, the hall shook. Black chains of shadow erupted from the ground, wrapping around Ji Huan and Min Jae, slamming them to the floor. Yuna screamed. "Let them go." The Eclipse King laughed. "You still don't understand. The crown demands a price." He raised his hand. "The final seal requires betrayal." Min Jae's body stiffened. Slowly, he stood up. Yuna's heart dropped. "Min Jae." He avoided her eyes. "I was sent to protect you," he said quietly, "but also to test you." Ji Huan shouted. "Don't do this." Min Jae clenched his jaw. "I swore an oath long ago, to the crown." Before Yuna could react, Min Jae drove his sword into his own chest. "No!" Yuna screamed. Blood spilled onto the stone floor. The crown reacted instantly, glowing brighter. Min Jae fell to his knees, smiling weakly at Yuna. "A queen must be willing to lose," he whispered. "And so must her people." His body turned to light and vanished. The Eclipse King stepped back, shocked. He chose death. The throne exploded with light. Yuna screamed, grief tearing through her soul. The crown pieces flew toward her, merging above her head. Pain ripped through her body. Memories not her own flooded her mind, past kings, queens, wars, sacrifices. She fell, then rose. Her clothes transformed into silver-white royal armor. Her hair lifted as starlight wrapped around her. When she opened her eyes, they burned like stars. "The crown does not obey you," Yuna said, her voice echoing through the hall. "It obeys sacrifice." The Eclipse King attacked. Darkness and starlight collided, shaking the ruins. But this time, Yuna did not run. She raised her hand. For the forgotten. For the fallen. For the king who chose loyalty. A beam of pure starfire pierced the Eclipse King's chest. He screamed as his body cracked like glass, then shattered into nothing. Silence. The curse lifted. The ruins began to glow. Ji Huan fell to one knee. "My queen." Yuna looked around the hall at the reborn light, at the empty space where Min Jae once stood. She was queen now, but not without cost. As the Star Kingdom slowly awakened, Yuna whispered, "I will rule, not with fear." She looked to the sky, but with remembrance. Above the palace, the stars burned brighter than they had in centuries. The Lost Kingdom was lost no more.